Hello, I'm Becca. I am I'm crafty. I'm crafty. I like crafty things. I used to sew a lot and I kind of stopped because I'm a perfectionist and I like things to be exactly perfect. But one of my goals is to use up things that I already have. Another one of my goals is one of my businesses. We are trying to make things, we're trying to upcycle things into like a punk feel, because we have Slutfest this weekend, which we want to have like some good merch for that. Um, so I figured, why not take you along with me? I'm gonna try and get back in the swing of things. Maybe I'll figure some things out that make it easier and be able to share those with you. But mostly, I just kind of want to like have a space to put the creative things that I'm doing. I I make a lot of stuff and I do a lot of stuff and I'm basically reteaching myself how to sew or re-remembering how to sew. So some of the stuff that I do, maybe sewing. I just did a project that I will probably be posting soon-ish, where I make a cloak for my boyfriend. But I don't know. I'm just trying to get back in the game of like clothing and purses and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take you along with me and kind of show you what I'm creating, what I'm making, what I'm envisioning, and how I get there, and how different it is once I'm done. Because I think that's the thing about art that gets me is it's never exactly how you envisioned it. Um, so I'm gonna pull out some of the items that I have that we got while we were thrifting. I also do just have a lot of fabric and a lot of other clothing and stuff here because I am a crafter and I like using these things for other things. And like honestly, whenever you have a crafting brain, you know you can't just throw things away. Like some things you can. I'm an organizer too, so I'm gonna tell you, you can throw stuff away, you can give things to other people. However, when you when you have that crafty brain, you're like, I can do something with this. I shouldn't throw it away. And I've been doing that for so long that one of my goals now is to just use up stuff that I have. And like obviously we go thrifting to get like the base item for some things as well, but I don't know. I'm just going to show you all the stuff that I have, stuff that we bought, and where I'm going to go with it. Okay, so first it's going to kind of be like a little haul. Although I will say I do have like additional items that I pulled out of my craft space, that I will be adding to them. Like I have like pins, things like that. I don't know if I'm going to add the pins to anything or not. I'm trying to like bridge the gap because I'm more crafty than I am punk. Used to be a little bit more emo, let's be honest. Everybody was in middle school. But yeah, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way really quick. I also have chain, more chain. I also have clip-on earrings that I think could be added to some stuff. Like, I don't know. Some of these things seem kind of punk and some of them, or like could make it an aesthetic, right? And some of them I'm like, no, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna push you back a little bit. Okay. Welcome to my sunroom, by the way. Okay, so we have a purse. Now, anybody who grew up going to middle school in the early aughts, you know, this is emo punk pattern. Now, tell me why they were selling this like at a normal price for a thrift. I think it was their thrift store, so it wasn't like full price, but damaged, right? So here's my thought process for this one. I'm gonna take these off. Okay, I'm gonna chop them off, and I'm gonna add these chains. Now, I want it to be a good height still, but I don't have enough chain that's the same. So I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to have like one thicker and one thinner because they have a similar, like this is tied together a little bit more, but like they have a similar aesthetic, I think. So I think I could do that. I think I can like add this to one side. I'm gonna take this like this part of it out. I don't like that. But Do you see what I'm saying? And then I don't know, I mean, definitely could add something to this. I have no clue. That's the adding things and the distressing things is where I kind of get stuck a little bit, but like when it comes to chain, I think that's what I'm going to start with this. This is going to be the first project of the day. I think that'll be a good quick project, so I feel a little bit more instant gratification and I get more motivated. Okay. So that's one. So the whole brand is not punk. We do have like, so the brand is, it's Queer Lina. That's our business. But then we also have like Nasty Queer is where we do like the more punk side, the more, my dogs are about to bark. Alright. I don't know, the more like cutesy side is Queer Vision. That's where we have our magazine. That's the more sophisticated. Queer Lina is like bubbly, like think like early aughts, kind of like hopecore kind of thing. And then we have Nasty Queer, which is where we're doing all the other stuff. So some of the stuff we just got because it's like, it's a bright color, it's a blank shirt, we have a blank slate. It was really cheap. So I think this one was for Queer Lina originally. Okay. Same thing. Again, just like a bunch of like plain shirts. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. My partner might have some other ideas. Black shirts. I feel like this is going to be where we get really into the bleaching. So like I've been looking up a lot of videos of people doing like the slices and just letting it hang. Definitely bleaching. So we have ideas for that. This one will probably end up being Nasty Queer because I know it was like the darker color, but I don't have a vision for it, so holding off. This green one, I love the color of it, and I have no clue what we could do with it because it has a V-neck, but I do love the color. Now, this vest, this one's going to be Nasty Queer for sure. I like the idea of like adding things to shirts like this because they are like, they're knit, right? And I like the idea of adding like chain and things to it because I think that would look really cute. Like I've even seen people put earrings on these, but I think it'd be so cute to put this on and be able to just wear it with like a statement pair of pants, but still have that jingle up front. You know what I mean? So like even if it's chain that hangs like this or like, I don't know. I don't know exactly, but I can see it. I just haven't conceptualized it all. Okay, some tank tops. Now this I'm excited for because I actually saw some really cute ideas for tank tops. It's still a crop top, but I did see some really cute ideas for like distressing crop tops. I really like this. Another plain black. Oh, this one's a muscle tank though. So that one's pretty easy. Sorry, you can hear my dog barking in the back. They do that. I could see this go either way. I could definitely see this go either way. Check out this material. You might not be able to tell, but it is very like a stiff material. It is definitely good for being distressed. It's like that shimmery, like this immediately felt like middle school to me. So, very like that stiff, harder material. This I'm very excited for. I almost envision this being like the one that drapes like this. I don't know. I like that though. I don't know that any of the hats are going to end up going in for or Nasty Queer, but I think the orange could definitely be Nasty Queer. I think that could go either way. I'm going to put it in this pile because I don't have an idea for it yet, but we'll see. And then this one I know for sure we got for Nasty Queer because it has the ties and everything. Like this already looks very Nasty Queer. And then I just have a bunch of hats. Not too worried about these right now. These definitely aren't going to be something that I work on. They're going to be a little bit later. So I'm going to put all of the Queer Lina stuff back in here, or the stuff that I don't know what I want to do with yet, back in here, so that I can focus on the things that I do have projects for. And we'll see where it takes me. I definitely want to start with that one purse and putting the chain on it. I don't think that'll be that hard. The hard part is I don't feel like dealing with bleach today, because that means I would have to wash it. But maybe I should want to deal with bleach today, because then I can wash it, dry it, and distress it tomorrow. But also I have tomorrow to work on stuff and Thursday to work on stuff as well. So first I'm going to start with the things I don't need to bleach. The things I can distress. And I think I'm going to go get some safety pins. That's the only thing I can think of that I really want to add to stuff that I don't already have. I do love crafting. So I do have a shit ton of stuff in my craft room already. So this is my craft room. As you can see, I do have a lot of items. And this is mostly stamps back here. Oh God, the lighting is terrible. This is mostly stamps back here, but I have a lot of jewelry making supplies. Ignore this, I'm making pet rocks. Jewelry making supplies and stuff, but then I also just have a lot of mix and match and mishmash and paper and things like that. So I definitely already have a lot of supplies in the house that I can utilize, and I like to challenge myself to see what I can use, where I can use it, and how creative I can get. So I think the fact that I only foresee myself wanting to get safety pins makes me feel real good. I think I'm going to grab some of those. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab some of those and work on these, the purses, because I know for sure I want to do the purses. And then we'll see some finished product. All right, I'm back with my goodies. I got a bunch of safety pins, and they have different sizes. I think there's 3 different sizes in there. And then I also did get some chain because I went to the crafting section. Where's my other one? Did get some chain. They just come in these little things because I have some idea to drape some chain, and I think it's just not going to work with the chain that I have here, though I would love to use stuff I already have. Sometimes that's not an option. So overall, I only spent, okay, the total is $42, but I also got myself some food. So minus like 5 of that. So $37. Not bad. Considering, honestly, these are more expensive than I thought they were going to be, but they're useful. Also, that's my food. So I'm going to eat something. I'm going to drink a hydration drink because my migraines are getting to me, and I'm going to have some fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I figure out what I want to do. I'm going to start with this one because I think it already kind of has, I don't know, the general vibe. Like, it's got the cinch. Okay, I know I said I was going to start with a purse. I changed my mind. Okay, so I go on Pinterest and I come up with kind of an idea. So I have, let me find it. I have a lot of stuff pinned that fits this. And I have ones like this that I think I'm going to do. This is why I wanted the chain. I think that would look really cool with like this, like bungee type thing. This is definitely something that I want to do to one of the more simple tank tops. I think that would add a lot to it. We could still add some bleaching effect to that, but I think that would look really cool just on its own. Maybe not the muscle tank. It needs to be one of the tighter ones. Maybe I could do something like that with this. it would have a little less to it because it's a crop, but were there any other tank tops that I had that weren't crops? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, yeah. And then I liked this effect. Hang on. There are multiple ones that I liked, if I'm being honest, but I liked this simple. Like, it's the bigger safety pins and just having it go straight across. I think having a couple of those on a tank top like this would look real cool. This is what I was talking about with the draping, which I think would look really good if we like bleach some words into a shirt and then drape it like that. I think that top tier. See, this is what I was talking about, the tassel type thing, and I know that they sewed these in, not tassel, it's something else, but they sewed these in, I'm sure, but I'm thinking, like, if I have a lot of strips of fabric and I tie them and then safety pin them onto the bottom of that maybe crop black and red tie-dye shirt, maybe that'd be cute. There's a lot of, like, simple yet outstanding ideas on here. Now we're getting into some of the other stuff that I have pinned, but I think like just distressing it and putting a safety pin. I love the distressed look with the safety pins. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna start with this one. I'm just gonna cut some across here, and then I'll figure out what I want to do at the back. If anything. Let me see. That's my plan. So yeah, I just kind of look at like Pinterest, get some ideas, and go from there. But now I'm gonna put on a show. I'm gonna cut some stuff, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I was doing this and I was using the like smaller ones because they are still pretty big, but I did decide I'm going to change them because it's just feeling like it won't give enough of the gap, and I kind of want this to be in a place that like bustier women can, you know, I mean, I'm not sure who's going to buy it, but I do want it to be something that can show off cleavage if that is who buys it. Now, some of us less busty women, it wouldn't necessarily, but it still, I still wanted to have that space. I'm not sure what this will look like exactly, but I'm thinking I want an extra gap. And I think I might not do the one at the bottom because it's going to be cinched up. I'm going to see how it looks. I'm going to put it on, see how it looks. I wish that I had like the ability to change my body on a whim so that I could test this on different body types to see if it would look good. That's the hard part about sewing, I think, for me. And creating in general is I'm like, I just want to make sure like people are comfortable in it, but I can only see what it would feel like for me. Unless other people try it on. So I think that's going to be my biggest challenge on this start of a vlog that I'm doing, because I would like to create more. But for right now, I think it's going to have to be just for me until I find somebody that is willing to be my test subject and be on call when the inspiration strikes. So I'm going to try this on really quick, see how it looks. I'll cinch it up and see if I want to add another thing here, if I want to put stuff on the back. But so far, we're looking at this. Give me a minute. Okay. This is the fit so far. If we cinch it up, this is it cinched up all the way. I feel like I wouldn't want another set here. So I think I might go diagonally across the back. Like maybe a long one, like a little out of, it's like this instead of like this. Does that make sense? But do you think, like, do you see what I mean? Like how, like, if I was like a bustier woman, this would like I can see my cleavage, the little that I have. So like, see, and just imagine this with like, all I can imagine is like a snakeskin skirt, but might not be the vibe. Leather pants. Okay, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna keep going. Verb. It is spliced on the back. It has a slit on the front. I'm sure that Coe, my partner, might want to add something to this where it says like, I don't know, anything on the front, but I honestly love the simplicity of it. So full send. I don't know, I kind of love it. I kind of love it. This is kind of the style that I'm thinking. Square knot to hold that in place. Same thing over here. Square knot to hold that in place. And then we have cutesy, yet punk-ish. I don't know. I like it though. I do like it. I think I actually, since this is tighter, I think this is the one that I want to do, the one where it has the slice that wraps around. Yeah. almost want to add more safety pins into this. This is the back. See, it attaches all together. How cool is that? How cool is that? It attaches all together. Let me try it on and see what it looks like. Okay, definitely want to add more. I feel like it's unstable because of how stretchy this is, but I do like the look of it. It looks cool. I mean, obviously I'm wearing sweatpants, so it's a little bit different, but like, these just like the under boob area. I think this looks really cool. I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna basically just double it. I'm just gonna double it. I think that'll look really good. I won't try it on after that because I'm lazy. I think it's gonna look really good. Okay, I had to answer a phone call, but I did add more safety pins. Hang on. I think this looks so much better. I think it's more of a statement now. So I do really like that. Next, I think I'm just going to do this purse with this chain. I think that's going to be the last thing I do today. I am tired. I have a migraine. Honestly, I might not even do this today. I don't know. I'll see how I feel after I feed the dogs. We'll see. Okay, so it was a little easier than I expected. I did a little jump ring action. Took the jump rings and wrapped it around. one strap is shorter than the other, but I kind of like it. Like it adds a little cunty attitude to it. I don't know. If Chloe doesn't like it, I will shorten this side. Okay, it's the next morning. I met with my partner and we did decide that one of the outfits that we make or one of the shirts that we make is going to be for each of us. That way we can be repping the brand. And I liked the crop top with the slit on top enough that that's going to be mine. So I'm going to try something that I've never tried before. I'm going to spray paint the shirt. We could not find any RIT dye that was black. RIT is a fabric dye. And I don't know. We have an idea. We don't want to put, okay, so I think I mentioned Queer Alina is the main brand, and then we have Nasty Queer as like the more like punk, and then we have Queer Vision as the more sophisticated underneath Queer Alina, because Queer Alina, we want to be able to have an umbrella that can absorb multiple groups. So for Nasty Queer, we were thinking not everything has to have the like Nasty Queer thing on it, like to say specifically Nasty Queer or specifically say Queer Alina or whatever. But I did on my Cricut, I did cut out Nasty Queer, and I'm gonna use these like a stencil. I'm gonna put these on the shirt. I'm gonna spray paint over it because I think if I'm repping the brand, that would be kind of cool. And Chloe said the same thing. So I drew this up on my Cricut, used one of their fonts that I thought was kind of like gothic almost. I'm gonna pull it off, put it on the shirt, and spray paint the shirt outside. And then I'm going to peel the stickers back off and hopefully be able to use them again. I'm not sure if I will be able to or not, but I kind of like it, so we'll see if it works. I'm hoping that spray paint will be good to just be enough of a cloud of color on top of the green without like fully making it sticky. So okay, I have the removable vinyl on here as my template. See, I just pulled it off of this. See how nice it is to cut things out on Cricut? I love it. Okay, I'm going to spray paint this and see how it looks. I am going to stick like cardboard inside to make sure that the spray paint doesn't get on the inside or go through and stick on the back side. I just don't think that would look good, and it would be really annoying. So yes, bear with me. I'm gonna cut it and okay, I think this is gonna look pretty good. I am gonna do like another little go over because I see how light it looks on here. I'm gonna go over it one more time, but I think this will look really cool. I think it's gonna look pretty good. I did shorten the thicker strap. I think I'm gonna add some more chain, maybe some safety pins. I'm not really sure yet. Okay, I have these laid out on my deck. This one originally was just gonna be white paint, but I spray painted the white over it and it didn't look contrasted enough, so I put pink as well. This is just bleach. And surprisingly, if I lift this up, you can see the letters. So I'm just letting it kind of like marinate and hoping that it works. If not, I'll do like a white bleach over or white spray paint over top. And then here is the white spray painted over top of the blue. I'm just kind of like working them one at a time. So, okay. Okay. I think we've spray painted all of them. We haven't fixed that one yet. We messed up on that one, but they look really good. Like this is the bleached one that says Coe on it. Nasty Queer. It says it has a star on the front. Hang on. Oh god, I dropped it. It has a star on the front. And then it's just like a crop. This one also says Nasty Queer with a star on the front. They kind of go together a little bit. They're inverse of each other, kind of. Tag on it, and then I dipped it to bleach it. And I'm going to tie these. We used to do that a lot. in the early aughts. So I'm going to tie that so it gives it a little texture. These are drying so I can peel them off soon. And yeah, and I think we're going to try and fix this puppy. I just don't know what happened here. The white and the pink paint did not work, so we'll figure it out. Okay, we've worked on a lot of them. I'm realizing I don't know how well I caught up on what exactly we were doing for each piece. We did a lot of spray painting, a lot of bleaching, a shit ton of cutting and pinning. I think what I'm going to do is we have planned on Friday to come back together and work on this again and just like make sure everything is where we want it to be for the event on Saturday. So I will do the little compilation video that we want to have for us like trying things on and like seeing what everything is. I'll do that on Friday to make sure I got all the final bits. But I am still working on some of them, so I'll take you along with me as I do those ones. And hopefully you won't be upset that you didn't see all of them in the works.